A fighter jet goes down in hostile territory. The pilot survives the ejection, but the moment boots hit the ground, the clock starts. He's isolated, lightly armed and actively hunted by the enemy patrols. Sending in a standard infantry battalion isn't an option. The Swedish military handles these high-stakes recoveries with the Flygbasjägare, or the Air Force Rangers. They don't deploy in sprawling battalions, they send exactly 6 specialized operators and 1 working dog. Extracting a high-value asset from behind enemy lines is a problem of stealth and surgical precision. Overwhelming force gets you noticed. Staying invisible is what actually gets the pilot home. To understand how this unit got so good at hiding, we look back at the Cold War. Under 1980s Bas 90 doctrine, the Swedish Air Force prepared for preemptive Soviet strikes by scattering their expensive fighter jets away from centralized bases, hiding them in deep forest along public highways. This dispersal strategy kept the planes safe from incoming bombs, but it created a massive ground-level vulnerability. An isolated multi-million-dollar aircraft parked on a dirt road was a prime target for elite Soviet Spetsnaz saboteurs operating on foot. You cannot secure miles of thick wilderness with a static guard post. The military engineered the Air Force Rangers as a dedicated wilderness hunter team, trained to patrol the vast areas outside the temporary runways, to track and neutralize those infiltrators. Decades spent learning to navigate, survive and hunt in their own dense Scandinavian backyards gave these units an unmatched ability to slip silently through hostile environments anywhere in the world. Today that expertise has pivoted. Instead of defending domestic airbases, the Air Force Rangers specialize in combat search and rescue, sliding deep into enemy territory to pull out downed crews. To execute this mission, the 6-man patrol is divided into specialized nodes: the patrol leader, the comm specialist, the K9 handler and the sniper, and 2 combat medics. Every role carries weight. Staying hidden is paramount. They wear the Swedish M90 camouflage, which uses hard-lined geometric shapes to break up human silhouette. The fabric is also treated to absorb near-infrared light, providing protection against enemy night vision devices. If that cloak fails, each operator relies on their standard-issue AK-5C assault rifle to handle immediate close-quarter engagements. By rigidly dividing the labor and carrying highly specialized gear, this tiny 6-person element can operate entirely autonomously, moving through the woods undetected for days or weeks at a time. Locating a single human target in vast hostile terrain presents a severe tactical challenge. You must find the pilot quickly, but you cannot use the active radar or loud radios without immediately broadcasting your position. The patrol relies on combat working dog as its primary sensor. Utilizing a technique called wind marking, the animal sweeps natural air currents to sniff out both the pilot and any approaching enemy patrols. While the dog and the handler track the scent, the patrol sniper provides thermal overwatch. Using the PSG-90 precision rifle, they can scan the horizon for heat signatures to ensure the path remains clear. If they do spot an enemy force, the routes of engagement are strictly focused. Air Force Rangers do not fight to conquer territory. They pull the trigger to eliminate immediate threats standing between them and the rescue target. Sensory superiority and absolute stealth are their true weapons. They avoid conflict entirely, reserving violence strictly for the moment it becomes the only way to secure the asset. Once the pilot is located and medically stabilized, the mission profile flips. The patrol must transition from complete silence to deliberately exposing their position to guide in a heavy extraction aircraft. Acting as a forward air controllers, the Rangers survey the surrounding landscape, identify an austere stretch of dirt or highway, and establish a temporary landing zone in complete uncleared territory. That landing zone has to accommodate massive machinery. In these operations, the Swedish Air Force relies on the Helicopter 16 or Black Hawk as their primary extraction vehicle. The second the Helicopter 16 touches down, the patrol initiates a strict force protection protocol. Like the US Air Force's Raven program, the operators push out into an aggressive 360-degree defensive perimeter around the helicopter while the pilot is loaded. A massive helicopter sitting motionless on the hostile ground is a giant target. Statistically and tactically, this handful of seconds is the most vulnerable phase of the entire operation. Within minutes, the LC is empty. Their mandate is to vanish from the theater entirely, leaving 0 operational trace behind. While their tactics were forged in dense Nordic pine forest, this methodology translates across the globe. The Rangers have proven their adaptability during deployments far beyond Scandinavia, including the extended operations in the arid mountains of Afghanistan. Utilizing transport aircraft like the C-130 Hercules, the Rangers can rapidly deploy their tracking and recovery assets across the entire Arctic operational area. Modern air power depends as much on specialized ground forces as it does on the technology in the sky. These Rangers serve as the ultimate insurance policy, ensuring that even in the worst case scenario, the pilots who protect the nation are never truly alone.